Hi. I don't know if you can tell, but I may look a little upset. I just watched this movie. I'll put the link to it. It's on YouTube. I can't remember the name. And it really hit me hard. I was good till the last like half hour, and then it was just a lot of tears. Um, Basically, it was about this boy who's gay, and his parents tried to cure him, and or the way that he was treated, I couldn't imagine going through that. You know, having people just not accept you for who you are, like in something so small as who you love. Like, love is love. Why does it matter who it is? Or they're like super religious and they're like, oh, it's against the Bible. But anyways, he ends up killing himself. And the mother ends up coming to accept his homosexuality, and she ends up being part of the gay community, helping with gay pride and stuff. And it's just, it hits me really hard because, like, I know people that are gay, and even if I didn't, I'm a strong believer in acceptance of, like, anything like that, like race, gender, sexuality. Those aren't things that make you who you are. A lot of people say that it's who they are, but homosexuality or heterosexuality doesn't define you. Same as your race doesn't define you, your gender doesn't define you. And it's like the 21st century, and the fact that we're still there, we're still struggling with this. I've read online studies of animals that do homosexual acts. People are always like, well, animals don't do it. Well, they do. And they go on complete instinct. It's not because we're any different. It doesn't make it wrong. And, like, why should it be wrong? If there's a God, I'm an atheist, but if there was a God out there and I knew that, and he was going to send somebody to hell because of who they love, I wouldn't want anything to do with that God, and I would gladly take hell, because you know what? Heaven with a God like that is just not something I want. Because, at the end of the day, it's not fair. And it's not a choice. Who would ever choose to be judged every day of their life? And then if there is a God, to be sent to hell? Who in their right mind would make that choice? So many people, when they first come out, and people are just so judgmental of them before they can accept themselves, they don't want to be gay. And if they didn't want to be gay, they would, and it was a choice, they could just snap their fingers and become straight. But they don't, because they can't, because it's not a choice. They're born that way. And I know this is a really controversial topic, and I'm probably going to get lots of comments about how, God hates gays or whatever. But you know what? If God hates gays, I love him. I'll love him for God. Because you know what? Everybody deserves to be loved. And you're not alone. I would never choose to not love somebody or accept somebody for who they are, because that's not fair. It's like, it would be like somebody hating me for having brown hair. My brown hair doesn't define me. But somebody hating me because I have brown hair, it seems ridiculous. But it's the exact same concept. What does someone's sexuality do to affect anybody else? You know, at least in Canada, it's a little better. You know, gay marriage is allowed, and a lot of people are accepting. But there's a lot of people who aren't. And I know people in their everyday lives don't get accepted because of other things, and I know it'll probably never change. Human beings are probably the worst thing that has ever happened to this earth. We're a horrible species, and we torture each other. Other species, they support each other. We just hate on each other and destroy things. We're destructive. Anyways, I just wanted to talk about that because it really bothers me. It's not fair. It's just so not fair that somebody has to live their whole life. Some people live their whole life not wanting to be who they are or let people know who they are, or being judged just because they're gay or bi or transgender. And it's just not right. Anyways, you can leave a comment below, and I know a lot of people will say a whole bunch of stuff about how I'm wrong, and go for it. I will not be swayed, so say whatever you like. But if you feel like it, you can subscribe. But yeah, I'm gonna go. Thanks for watching. Bye.